Nice.
Chances are you've probably heard of the controversy involving a proposed mine near the Boundary Waters.
What is our priority? The treasure above or the riches below?
When I'm inside a house and like warm, I'm so scared to go on a trip like this. But if I can show you what we're protecting and show like my body experiencing it, because a place like the Boundary Waters is a place that only exists if we protect it. Diggy dog. You ready? Yeah, okay. All right. Go toss this over there.
Emily Ford is probably one of the bravest, most tenacious people I've ever met. Just over a year ago, Emily completed the Ice Age Scenic Hiking Trail. That's a distance of 1,200 miles. Now, people do that on a regular basis and through hike it every year. But she's the first woman, the second person ever to hike it in winter. And by having an experience like this that is shared in film, in stories, in magazine articles, that ultimately lets young people know that they too have a place in these experiences. This winter, Emily is undertaking perhaps one of the most arduous hiking experiences that you can have. She's traversing a distance of 210 miles through the Boundary Waters Recreation Area over the course of just over a month, with Diggins as her companion, which at this time of the year is going to have stretches of ice, but also open water, expansive areas of exposure to the wind, driving snow. And because it's winter, temperatures in excess of 50 degrees below zero at night, but also she's in an environment where she's literally all by herself.
When I was in high school, my friends' parents decided to bring me to the Boundary Waters on their like family vacation. And that's my first time in the Boundary Waters. I like loved it. This place where wilderness gets to be wild. Thousands of acres. Miles and miles and miles of land for all of these creatures to like just live, and these trees to live and develop and grow, and like it's this place where life exists, you know? There's I don't know what's I don't know what's better than that. You know? And things can kind of just be free.
think there's a deeper story behind it of really advancing what is the story of the Boundary Waters and who uses it, who gets to be in this space. And I think her journey in that is really going to open our eyes to understanding this place that many of us know. But Emily's journey to do that in the wintertime, particularly in the off-shoulder season, in these conditions, it's a way to see a place that you might not particularly see in your everyday life. And we're gonna see it through her eyes and her experiences. And I'm really excited that she gets to be the voice in which we get to understand that place in the winter.
I'm not super vocal about how I feel, like my stance on things, but if I can show you what we're protecting, like I'm hoping people will be like, wow, like this is a place that only exists if we protect it. Hi. What are you doing out there, Diggs?
The Boundary Waters is in northern Minnesota, near the border of Canada. Ow. Because it's so rich in its natural resources, the Boundary Waters is constantly under threat.
The battle for the boundary waters between the beauty above and the riches below has raged for years. The issue is the long-planned Twin Metals mine near Ely on the edge of the BWCA. Opponents sued the state.
Copper mines, especially in that part of northern Minnesota, is still very much sought after by, extractive industries. So these recreation areas, are at risk of the destruction that can come from the extraction of these minerals.
We as humans, we need these resources, right? But we don't always know the implications of what we're doing when we're gathering resources from the earth. Water is so sacred and so important. Water literally touches everything. And as I travel across it and get to be in it and a part of it, places like this don't just exist like this anymore. We kind of have to work for them to exist. And letting them just be wild. Oops. You have so much more energy than me. Why don't you cut all these up? Huh? All right, come here, please. Come on. Can you sit? Will you sit there? Can you sit? Yeah. Sit there. That's called ground. Have one. Yes. And can I have the other one? Okay. Yeah, can I have a kiss? One kiss? Oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. This trip is a whole different bear than the ISH trail. There's no trail. Wow, I love dragging you through the woods. It's a lie. The snow is like 1,000 pounds. It's so hard not to give up and be like, well, just screw it. I mean, it was like 30-mile-an-hour winds and just snow. And then just like the morale kind of just, oh man, it was so low.
Is she gonna fall through the ice? Is her dog gonna get injured?
Diggins isn't eating, and threw up yesterday on the ice.
Is she gonna get injured?
I wasn't thinking clearly. I just booted it out there, started knocking on the ice, and I fell right through, up to my chest. And I got back in the tent, took off my layers, and made a fire and everything like that. It's kind of crazy. We're just alone. It's just the two of us. But once I get over that mindset of like, holy crap, it's so cold outside, it's like the silence and the solitude. Oh yeah, that sun is nice, huh? So, you're looking at the bedroom, also known as the dressing room, also known as the concert hall for a little ukulele harmonica time, also the reading room, if you will. This is where Diggins lives, underneath this beautiful quilt. So you have the pantry, the stove area, countertop space, endless snow supply for boiling, and of course where you're sitting is the one guest spot we have in the entire house. And that's it. It's pretty awesome. I've really thought about this a lot, of like the why behind, like, why do we really need this place? Like, why does this place still need to exist? It's a bunch of trees. It's a bunch of lakes. But like that combination is like it. I think it's just like that. It's so simple. We just need this simplicity that's out here that this offers. Like when you come out here, nothing's judging you. I love you. I love you more than anything else in the Boundary Waters. Do you know that? Yes, I do. Oh my goodness, you're 4 years old. You're 28. You're almost older than me. Should we go for a little ski for your birthday? Your only responsibilities are just to enjoy this, right? And be a part of it.
I think that it's really important that we have a cross-section of the American public that is representative of all people to protect these areas. Because our cultural and social demographics are shifting. You know, we are seeing a higher percentage of people of color being a majority of the population. Also, younger people are part of this new generation that will ultimately be in charge of protecting and preserving these wild areas. And I think that if we can encourage them to be aware of these areas, then that's the start.
It's a beautiful day. Right, Dix? It's a beautiful day for a good ski. Man, it is so pretty here.
Oh, peekaboo, Dick Dick.
Oh, she can't even be bothered. Oh my goodness. Woo! Woo! That's awesome. Okay, we gotta keep skiing, but. This is it. We've lived out here for almost a month. And some of the times it really sucked. But a lot of times there are days like today and it's been awesome. It's crazy. I think I lost a lot of myself out here. I don't know which parts. And I found a lot of myself out here too. Content was a word I came up with the other day. That the inside of my head feels really content. And my body feels content. Something about this place, man. Is there something about the Boundary Waters? It's not empty. It's not an empty place. It's not an empty place at all. The world doesn't feel so small, like so congested and so tight. So there's a lot of space to breathe out here, you know? And the air is fresh. There's a lot of space to work out whatever's going on in the old head. You know, when we talk about the Boundary Waters, we talk about how all the water is connected. It's hard to grasp how like one little thing will affect something else hundreds of miles down the way. It's hard to grasp when you've never even seen it before. And for me, you know, skiing across the Boundary Waters, like, it is now pounded into my head that the whole stinking place is connected from east to west and north to south. And I knew that before going in there, but now that I've like touched it and been immersed in it, I know it in my heart and I know it in my soul. Which I think is what people kind of get at when they're like, just being in it is a way to protect it. Because if I'm not using it and other, backpackers or backcountry skiers aren't using it, somebody else is going to use it. And it may not be a person that has the best interest of the wilderness in their mind.
Clean Plate Club. Woo! Good job, Diggs.
It's for you, it's for me. This is your space. This is your home also.